Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to our Sorate fight video. We're going to open up with a fight of Manta. We're trying to clean up Boss Grodd. Boss Grodd can be a little bit of a problem because he's immune to dot damage, so League of Anarchy can't do that much here. But we got him down to a decent amount with the Batman Lives and Deathstroke team, and we're going to try to do a little bit of a cleanup with Manta. Most likely not gonna be done in one fight, but we'll see how it goes. And yet again, there's a little bit of trouble with combo interrupting this man. With Manta, it can definitely be done, but you need to meet a few requirements, and one of them is playing a little bit better than me, so we'll have a little bit of trouble here. We have the level 8 Jokerized Batrangs on Manta, putting him at 4 fast attack hits and applying the poison debuff on the enemy, so that would deal more damage on basic attack hits. And then we have Classic Wonder Woman giving us some more crit damage, and Servo Green Lantern giving us a shield, so we can combo interrupt without trouble at the start of the fight. But as soon as the shield runs out, you can see that I'm getting destroyed here. We're going to do our best at this point to lock him into somewhat of an infinite combo with the third special. Something that I don't like using, but I used a bit in another fight after this, was just spamming swipe down. And that surprisingly works well enough against boss grids. I don't usually like doing things that are somewhat of an infinite combo, but have a pretty good chance to fail, but that's something you can definitely do. And combo interrupting him here at the end. And yeah, that's it for this fight. I was not expecting to kill him, and 376 mil damage is decent. Now for this team, we have the usual Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd plus Brainiac with Beta Club on Grodd, and this one is gonna be a little bit rough because we got Reverse Flash, and first of all, it's not something that Grodd can easily combo interrupt, so that lowers our damage by a lot because we have to rely on the infinite combo. And second problem is that the infinite combo is not even gonna be that infinite because he's got the class change. Now we're going to be able to somewhat circumvent the class change sometimes, because if he's pinned to the right corner, we have a decent chance to chain a combo after his class change, though it's not guaranteed and it varies. Another special one there from Brainiac, gonna block that, to engage the combo, another special one, we're at 8 stacks. We get hit by a special one here. Our special one of our own, 9 stacks and 10 stacks. This could have gone so much faster with this team specifically, because usually your problem is Brainiac not having enough energy to constantly do that. Here energy was not the problem, but the enemy being reverse flash was the problem. Now we have Grodd here, and we're going to begin the rather annoying journey to get him back to the corner. Combo interruption is something that's not guaranteed, but I'm gonna have to try my luck here, because otherwise we're never gonna push him to the corner, so we just have to squeeze our butt cheeks and hope it eventually gets him to the corner. Good thing that Grodd has a decent push power, and yeah, we got him finally to the corner. That swipe down was lucky as well, and there we go, first class change, and we're able to combo him afterwards. It's not a guarantee, a lot of times you are not gonna be able to do that. Now it's gonna be pretty straightforward. I can't really see his class change because there's just too many debuffs stacked on him. A thing that occupies a lot of space sometimes is the damage and defense reduction debuffs of Grodd, because all of them are going to appear different from each other. Just I don't know, man. We need, I was gonna say we need 2 rows of debuffs. So that we can see all the debuffs applied to the enemy, but that's not gonna be enough for this team because they apply just so much damage and defense reduction. But yeah, all the debuffs not being visible, it's been a problem for a while. But it's fine, it's not gonna impact it that much here. It's got super move available, so eventually that's gonna be used, and I'm not looking forward to it because it will dislodge me from the corner and put me back in the middle of the field, but we might be able to not let that happen maybe. There I should have tried to swipe down, but we're back in the middle of the fields. We're gonna try to push him back, hopefully. Look at him backing off into a jump attack. Just, if that did not happen there, the outcome of this fight would have been so much different. You'll see in a second why I talk about. Over there he wasted like 5 or 6 seconds of the fight where I didn't do much damage to him. And yeah, we're not actually gonna be able to kill him, and it's gonna be a very, very close one, which would have been an obvious kill if we actually had those few seconds that he wrongfully took away from us. So yeah, 4 mil damage. One more second where I did a little bit more damage than it would have been done. We're going to just kill him with Mr. Freeze here and Red Hood. Special 2. Back off, block that, and our special 2, he got frozen. Push him back in there, another special 2. And there we go. And we're going to also finish Grid here with Manta. This is on 3 times speed because you already saw this fight. And yeah, first up we're going to take full benefit of that shield from Green Lantern. Gonna tag Manta out for the super move because we don't want that interfering with our shields. By the way, the artifacts used on the Pet Ninja team, because I forgot to mention, are level 10 Beta Club, level 5 Kryptonite Spear, and level 7 Kryptonite Ring. Special 2 in there, and I failed combo and chop there again. And I fail again. Third special. There we go, it actually works with the swipe down, even though I did it only once. Actually 2 times, 3 times? Could be something worth looking into in similar situations. Now next up we have the Kimflant Sakumen team. With Raven against boss Brainiac. Now with this boss, the more power he has, the less defense he will have, and he's got a weird thing where his defense like infinitely scales or something. He can get like to 99% defense when he has literally no power, because you literally deal no damage. I've never seen, because usually 75% is the amount of defense that characters have at max. I've never seen damages so low compared to when this man is low on health, or low on energy, excuse me. And we have the level 10 Beta Club on Kimflant Sakumen. We have the level 5 Kryptonite Spear on Raven for some more passive stats. And we have a Sword of Sin on Dr. Fate, which is kind of a backup, so that if he gets too close to super move and we can't stop him, we tag Dr. Fate in there, one special, and that's a problem solved. But I don't think we really need it, because Raven for the most part is very good at power draining him with her special 1 passive, and I wanted to keep him at lower power while I stack the darkness at the start. Now we can let him generate some power. That's why I'm not using any more basic attack kits from Raven, so we let him generate some power. Another thing that's gonna come in handy in this fight is going to be Kimflant Sakumen using the super move to lock his special, and that's gonna give us 1 whole minute where you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, with this fight, usually, if you don't have Beta Club, obviously, what you should do is use Kimflant Sakumen, and kind of the same deal, just the super move to buy yourself a little bit more time. You can use the Just League Power Drain with Cyborg. I haven't tried, and also Deathstroke and Don't Laughs can work, though you need to have a Power Drainer with them, like Ace Green Arrow. And I haven't tried really to see how this goes with Raven League of Anarchy recently, but as far as I remember, I did it once with Blast of Joker and it works fine, but you have to really worry about power drain there. Now we're gonna let him hit us a bit, because I'm afraid of getting unusual gameplay yet again, which is something that can be a little bit of a nuisance of an error when you don't have any of your characters die and you're using Beta Club and the game's like, oh, you did too much damage there. Are you hacking? No, I'm using the artifact that I paid money for. But yeah, this fight is over. And the rewards are, as usual, absolutely amazing. Moving on to the next fight, I'm glad I got a comment right before this fight. Right when I was about to start recording for this video, there's a man in the comments that commented on the video that I already did on this team, which is from Night Fury's channel, that referred to this team being too hard for the free-to-play side of things, because you're gonna have just a 3-star Zatanna most likely, and she's gonna take ages to stack the damage buff. Well, sir, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something wrong, because I have over here 3-star Zatanna, and I'm using no artifacts that actually benefit me that much. Like, I have level 5 Kryptonite Spear on Zatanna, and I have level 10 Beta Club on EPI, but they're there only for the passive stats. The damage stacking is gonna be, as is for everybody with a 3-star Zatanna, with free-to-play artifacts, and we need to reach 300% damage, right? And we're gonna see with how much time we're left after that. And we're gonna see if a 3-star Zatanna plus Harley Quinn League of Anarchy is able to one-shot a 2 billion fight. And this is not really the most convenient to fight, because it trusts us, but it's more convenient than most. Also, Dark Metal cards at level 6 on Harley with 500% crit damage, the usual build that we're using. So in theory, except for higher passive stats that I have, this is a team that will work in the exact same way for everybody that has a 3-star Zatanna, right? There we go, maximum plus 300% crit damage there, and we got him in the corner. Keep in mind that this team, even though we have 1 minute and 30 seconds left, that's not much time, but this team in this soul rate can deal at peak performance 1.2 billion. if I'm using the old setup with Predator Batman, and pretty much the classic Harley League of Anarchy. If I do that, I'm gonna get 1.2, maybe 1.4 billion. And this is gonna be a little bit more, and 1.4 billion I think was in Dark Knight Steroids. I think 1.2 is the max for this one. I messed up a bit there. See, I even messed up, I didn't play it perfectly. And attack Harley back in there, special 2, we got him in the corner, we got the Dark Metal cards under him, and we're just gonna go to town on him. And while Zatanna is stacking the damage buffs, she's also dealing percentage health damage, so it's not gonna be like really wasted time while she's there. Our special 2, got him stunned again, dealing massive damage here. And as you can see, it works pretty damn well with a 3-star Zatanna, and I don't feel like I took too much time to stack the damage buffs. Once they are stacked, we never have to worry about them, about resetting them, and I'm also dealing percentage health damage with her, so I think this team is gonna be most definitely the way to go for the free-to-play side of things. And also, since, as far as I remember, her damage buffs are going to be up regardless of if she dies, you can use her with Last of Joker 2 if you don't have gears for Harley, because you can put Nora Snow Globe on her, get the damage buffs, and then make her die and make her clones die so that Last of Joker deals a lot of damage. Or you can just use EPI for damage and Harley for support. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.